All right, I'm getting ready to do a Labor Day cookout today. I've got 3 family packs of rib tips. I've got a big family pack of pork steaks, 1 pack of pork chops, and then I've got a ribeye steak, 1 pound and 4.14 prime. So anyhow, I'm getting ready to season this stuff up, and I'll show you what I usually do. Hold on just a minute. On this pork, I got plenty of pork today. So anyhow, I usually put pepper on it first. I'm gonna show you how I put the pepper on it. I'll pepper it first, the stuff, then I'll put salt on it, and then I'll put the other seasonings. And pork will, when it gets cooking good, it'll sweat a lot of this pepper and salt and stuff out. So anyhow, got a pretty good bunch of pork today. So that 1 steak I had, so we'll put it in there with it. There's enough to eat on about 2 or 3 days, I guess, for everybody that's here. This is our Memorial Day, no, excuse me, not Memorial Day, but Labor Day. If I said Memorial Day, well, I'll go up wrong. This is our Labor Day cooking. My wife has fixed some pinto beans and a pound of cornbread. We'll go with this. We eat whatever pork or whatever we want. People just have kind of a choice of any type pork, mostly that they'll get here. So anyhow, I'm gonna season both sides of this meat too. I'm gonna show you how I'm doing it first. Anyhow, I'm putting pepper on about like that on all of it. I'm gonna show you the salt. Okay, so you'll know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna do both sides. All right, it's Kansas City dry rub, sweet and spicy. It's going on here today, okay. Now remember, I'm putting this on both sides. I'm gonna turn it after I can show you how I'm doing this. I'm gonna turn it and do the other side. All righty, okay, now it's got that. So anyhow, I'm gonna do both sides like that right there. I'm gonna do the rest of this pork that way. Then I'll do the steak a little bit different, some salt and pepper, and some of this. This is not Blackstone. It's in a smaller. I switched it out of a bigger container of McCormick's Montreal steaks seasonings. What I've got in this. Usually get it at Sam. It's a little bit less than $10 for 26 ounces or something like that. It's a good deal on it, so it's more reasonable if you need a whole lot of it. I usually use a lot of seasonings, so that's what I do. I usually switch it out and put it in this smaller container. It's easier to handle. So there we go. All right, I've got the other pork seasoned. I got the 3 large packs of rib tips seasoned. I got the big pack of pork steaks seasoned, a pack of pork chop seasoned. Anyhow, and I've got a 1.14 pound prime ribeye steak that I'm getting ready to season and show you how I do this. Okay, I'll season both sides of it also, and start out with, I'm gonna leave it on that because I don't have enough room. I'm just going to get another one of them pans. I've got more of them. I just going to go ahead and season it right here, see. It's a little bit of a thick cut like on this, so should be a pretty good steak. All right, put some salt on it. All right. McCormick's Montreal steak seasoning. Some grill mates. I'm pretty thick. All right, where I'm not gonna let it sit for long, I'm gonna pat it down a little bit with my hand so it won't come off. Turn it over. Do the same thing on that side. Pepper first. $1.16 pounds. So next, I cut to make that thick. You're not going to hardly over season it, so you'll lose some of it in the on the grill some of the seasoning anyway. Ribeye's got more fat in it than the other ones anyway. Alrighty, and that's it, and I'll see you at the grill. I'll cut my gas on and cut my stove on high till it gets up to 300 degrees or so, and then we'll load this thing up. Cut all 3 burners on. Alrighty, time to go ahead and get the stuff. The grill's ready to load. Flared up a little bit there, but it ain't gonna hurt nothing. I'm gonna put these pork steaks on first, I guess. Got a full grill of stuff this time. Probably put some of that stuff on top. Let's put some of this up here. I got a lot of rib tips to do. Put some of them pork chops up there. Some of the rib tips up there. I got plenty of stuff to fix today. I'm gonna put my steak on. Right there. Set that over to the side. All right, Rib Tip City. Hey. Got all kinds of stuff to cook today. My Lord. Looking good too. I might be able to get them all on there. I'm not guaranteeing nothing. It looks kind of slim for right now. I don't know. I got a load of it today, brother. I sure have. It'll be cooking. Going to town here for long. Oh, I gotta make room here. That's just all it is to it. Oh Lord, we're gonna have more probably when I can get on here. Have to stick it on here somewhere. Let it cook and turn it as I can, I guess. Let's just see. I don't guess it'd hurt to get a little seasoning on that steak. Got one more piece. I'll cram that in there somewhere. Let's try that. Oh, what about that? Who would have thunk it? Who'd have done it? Oh, let's see. Got it all on. If I can just keep it all on. Close in on 300 fast. Got a lot of pork, so it'll flare up. But watch, I'm gonna cut it down. Start working the temperature down on it to medium. Probably have to go down again here in a few minutes to low or low medium. Or this one more time to low. This thing cooks pretty hot when you're cooking pork. About time to turn the stuff the first time. Just to see what's going on here, what's happening. I'll turn that steak for sure. Alright, it ain't gonna hurt to get a little bit of spice on the thing there. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's try to lay it in there where it'll fit. Let's just see. I could tell you that somebody's on a carnivore diet, I guess, here. So I ain't gonna tell you who, but been doing pretty good so far. So they eat all this meat, and of course sometimes they fudge. I think every once in a while, you know, not very often. They fudge. Like today, got pinto beans and cornbread, and be hard not to fudge today. So I'll be eating. I'll be eating some cornbread and some pinto beans later when that stuff gets done. So I'm turning this meat, and I went on a diet and lost 37 pounds. I've gained back about 10 of it, and I'm trying to lose that 10 that I've gained back. So I'm doing quite a bit of carnivore type stuff, eating, I guess you'd call it. And let's just see what we got here. Let's get this show on the road here. I'm going to tell you also, the wind's blowing a little bit. We got a good smoke coming on the grill today. It's smoking good, and it's a gas Weber grill, so it's a good grill, got good service out of it. I've had it about 3 years, almost 4 years, and use it a lot. Y'all see, if you watch my videos, I use it all the time. Never had it to fail me not one time yet, so I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. It's about $900, I think it was, for that grill, but it's been well worth it, especially as much as I use it. And I keep it covered. I got a cover for it laying over here that I take off. That's the second cover I've had on. The other one wore out after a couple of years and had to buy another one. I've had that other cover on about a little over a year, I guess. But anyhow, I was going to tell you, it's about 75, 76 degrees in the shade, sort of, out here on the back porch today. It's probably 78 or close to 80 in the sun, if you're sitting right in the dead sun. And we're in the middle of a drought, one of the worst droughts we've had in West Virginia in a long, long time, quite a few years. All the rivers are running low, and people that's got farms and stuff is suffering bad, got livestock and gardens and stuff in, you know, and crops. The rivers is just about looking like they're going to dry up, so we need rain bad, and it's going into almost in the fall of the year. The trees are starting to change colors. Some of the leaves is falling off of them already because of the lack of water early this year, and these fall colors looks like it's going to come close to a month earlier than what they usually do. And not only that, I've seen does with young fawns, some of them 2 and 3 at a time, and like it, they're looking for I don't know if that's a sign. The old people, I think, used to say that was a sign it's going to have a hard winter, because some of them wouldn't make it through the winter, and they had more little ones to try to make up for the ones that would die. So I don't know if this drought's got anything to do with it or what, but I've seen fawns out with the spots all over them yet, and they've not had, I mean, they should have been born back in the spring, and in other words, someone's been born a couple months ago or a month and a half ago, and it just seemed like things out of whack this year. I just thought I'd throw it out at you there. One thing I was going to say, if the winters turn out to be as bad as what this summer was, because it was just about unbearable hot all year so far to the last few days here. It's cooled down some, gets down in the 60s at nighttime, the 70s through the daytime. I'll stay that way for about a week. I'm hoping it stays that way, because I've had enough of this heat this year. I've suffered through it. You know, I need to cut grass this evening. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it, because I've got a pretty good journey I got to go on tomorrow, and I'll be gone all day, so I may have to wait a couple more days before I do the grass. But it's not supposed to have no rain, so it probably won't grow much, I don't guess, the next few days anyway. It needs cut now, so whatever. The steak again. If I don't turn nothing else, I got to turn it. I don't want to scorch my ribeye. Oh, it's looking good. Some of the fat's coming off these rib tippets, so it's cooking better now. So it's getting this cook on the road now, boy. Yes, sir. Good smoke rising from it. I gotta watch not overcook these rib tiplets and pork chops. My wife argued at me over them a couple times back. I got them a little bit too done to suit her, I guess. So that's the way that goes, I guess. I gotta listen to the boss around here. I'll tell you right now, if she wasn't a boss, you'd think she was. She pretty well is, I guess. Anyhow, let me get off. Check, see how my steak's cooking. Sun's them eyes here, it's hard for me to see. I'm hoping it's pretty close to where I want it. I think it is. Pretty thick steak. It is. My steak's right. It's coming off right. I believe it's right. Let me check it again. Looks pretty raw right there to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, that's about right. That is about right. About medium rare, I guess you'd call it. Wouldn't you? I guess so. Look at that again. Yeah, it's about a medium rare. I gotta test that and see what it tastes like. I hate to give somebody a bad product. Shut this back down. Seeing as I'm out here on this cooking stuff, I want to see what the deal is here. I want to just see what's up, Doc. Let's just see how that's looking. Let me drop it. Looks pretty good, man. Good God, man. Lord mercy. Right now, that's right, buddy. Oh, I take another bite of there. I couldn't hardly handle it. It's pork again. Scatter this stuff around where I can see what I'm doing here now. I don't want to get the pork overcooked today. My wife said I was good about getting it overcooked. Put that over there. I can get that done. Get this stuff in here where it'll get on with this cook. I'll start taking a thinner rib tippets off here in a few minutes, and switching them over to the containers to take out of here. Coming good. Gotta get these right. Turn down bleeding up. Get some of these down here where I can see what I'm doing. Just about got all these down here. Alrighty. I do got them all down here. About that. Let's turn the pork chops down. Get them on here. Alright. Now we're cooking with gas. To take out a piece of that again. I tell you, that's about right. Lord, yeah. Yeah. Good God, man. But I had to make sure the product's good. Man, that looks good. That's right. Let's get ready to take a few of these rib tips off. What do you think? The little one. See if I can find a little one here. That one there be ready to go probably. Let me see where the thin ones is at. And that I'm very thin. There's a thin one. There's a thin one. There's one probably be ready. Okay. Somebody's got to be ready. That never be ready. Let's take some of these off. What do you think? Put my steak up here where I won't get it all mixed up, you know. Don't mind. Let's see if I got any more thin ones here. Can't hardly see the sun's in my face. There's one probably go out of there. Let's just see. Probably got cooking, Doc. Won't be long. These will be ready to go off of here. Pork chops is cooking. Oh Lord, yeah. That there's probably done. That there's probably done. That probably is. That don't like mine. That probably is. I'll tell you that in a minute. Alrighty, that's turned. Uh-oh, getting hot, about ready to drop it. Ready to drop it. Grab a hold of a hot one. Turn these one more time. We take these pork steaks off. They're about ready to come off there too. Alrighty, let's get this down here. Get these over here. Get this down here. This up here. Get this down here. Alrighty. I'm ready to take some of this stuff off. Yeah, I think the pork steaks are about done. Let's get them off there. I don't want to get them too done. I want them to be good. That's pork steaks, pork chops. All right, we're in the last leg of this now. We're in the last leg of the cook. Hope you people have seen how I've done this, and you like and rate and comment and subscribe. If you want to see more of these videos like this, subscribe. We'll be ready to take this off in a minute now. We're just about ready to call this a cook. Pork chops in with the pork steaks. Alrighty, let's do this. What do you think? Pork chops and pork steaks all together in the same basket. Now we're cooking with gas. Set this aside, and we're gonna get the rib triplets in there with my ribeye, prime ribeye steak, and see what that does. I'm gonna leave this on here just a hair longer. I believe they're about done, so just a little short period of time. Another 2 more minutes, probably 2.5 minutes. We'll let it cook a little bit longer. I think these pork rib tips is ready. And we're gonna put them in here just to see what's up, Doc, you know. Got a bunch of them. We'll cover up my steak showing the world. But I know where it's at. I'll find it when I get in there. I'd say that's the name of this cook today, see. We got this cook going, buddy. And that's it, I see you on the inside. All right, that's the finished product. I got about half of that prime ribeye steak and a pork tip and some fresh pinto beans, onion, and cornbread, and zero Pepsi, and I got pork chops, pork steak, whatever we want. So thank the Lord for the good day of this Labor Day 2 more days, I'll be 70. God bless y'all today. Thank you for watching. For the one that says that my steak wasn't medium rare, I want you to look real close at that. That's the end product of it. I thought I'd throw that in there too. I forgot to put it in there a while ago. So I'm almost at the end of my eating something. Because I get a lot of flack sometimes for people that say that I overcook steak. They're right there the way I like it. Medium rare.